how a local church's plan to send a couple to Jerusalem was impacted by the Hamas-Israel war. Action News Now reporter Margot Rowe spoke with members of the church, and she tells us the effort behind the plan and what's next for them.
Members of the St. Augustine of Canterbury Church behind me in Chico raised thousands of dollars for a trip of a lifetime for one of their bishops and his wife. But now that trip is on hold.
His 50th wedding anniversary came up and we were going to send him to the beach. And then we got together and said, we've been praying on this and that's too small. Let's send him to Israel instead.
Members of the St. Augustine Parish, grateful for Bishop Peter Hansen's decades of service, raised $15,000 so he and his wife Giti could celebrate 50 years of marriage with a trip to the Holy Land.
It was very moving because we believe that God was acting in the situation to send Bishop and Giti to Israel on a pilgrimage, really, to increase their faith and increase the blessings to our church here in Chico and the community of Chico.
Everyone in the Episcopal parish and some even outside the congregation contributed.
I didn't think some of the ladies were going to be able to pull it off, and we had a generous anonymous donor who did matching funds. And the time frame that was initially set was about 6 weeks, and we were done in 4.
The gift was presented to the Hansens in August with the trip planned for this March. But then the war broke out between Hamas and Israel.
And it was all set and paid for. And then October the 7th came and we realized this is going to go very sideways. We're not going to be able to make this trip.
Hansen and members of the church agreed while it was sad to cancel the trip, their hopes are for peace to come to that area.
The concerns for that area of the world are in all of our hearts, and no matter whether one leans one way or the other in the conflict, all the people in that region need prayer, and our congregation prays for both the Israelis and the Palestinian people.
I think I was sad that they wouldn't be able to go then, but I have no doubt that this will be resolved in a good way, and that they will be on their way to Israel.
Bishop Hansen says this is a trip of a lifetime for him and his wife, and they plan to take it one day.
To us as Christians and as people of this world, that area is very significant, and I would love to be able to touch the ground. So someday I will make that trip, God willing, but in the near foreseeable future, that's going to have to be delayed.
Hansen says that money is now safe in an account and they don't plan to use that money for anything else except for the trip to Israel. Reporting in Chico, I'm Margot Rowe for Action News Now. Coverage you can count on.
That war is now in its 4th month.